It's a Tiny Gamer, and let's play some more Final Fantasy XIV with Templeton. Oh my god. So initially, I recorded this, and I streamed earlier, and my stream capture was set to World of Warcraft, not Final Fantasy. So all this space was black. Oops. Now it's in the right setting, so let's go. We're going to Limsa. Because that's where the current Rising event is happening. Oh, she's so pretty. Oh my god, look at the dancing. Da-da, 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 da-da-da. That's so cute. I wonder what dance that is. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's a cute dance. God, the fact that they got that just right. That's so cute. I love it. Okay. Oh, someone's playing music. Alright, so it's gonna be the Asper Castle. I'm yawning, I'm sorry. Rising to the call. The wandering minstrel seeks an adventurer, both willing and able to help with the finishing touches to this year's Rising celebrations. This quest is available for a limited time only. Of all the coincidences, you would hardly believe it, but I was just this very moment reminiscing of the time you lent me your strength a 12-month past. You see, I again find myself in pressing need of an adventurer's aid, and just as I did last Rising. Oh. Let me say that again. You see, I again find myself in pressing need of an adventurer's aid, just as I did last Rising. Oh, if only Templeton were here, I thought to myself. And here you are. Well then, what do you say? Shall we clasp arms once more? My thanks. The matter is this. I have been approached by a lady named Hyur who wishes to imprint her own imitable mark upon the skies of Limsa. I speak, of course, of the fireworks that illuminate these rising nights. Learning of my contribution to previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. We have already had the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Hyur has expressed a strong desire to consult with our storied adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Come to the Yellow Jackets guardhouse at the base of the Coral Tower, and I will introduce you. I even changed my VTuber's background. That was actually a screenshot that I took of one of my other characters. In Gridania. I just had my VTuber covering where my character was standing. Go down here. I'm so sorry. It's been very warm. And as you know, the heat just saps my strength. Lady Ayoyo, one storied adventure as promised. Blessings of the 12 upon ye. Name's Ayoyo, Canyoneer First Class with the Yellow Jackets. It's an honor to have ye on board. Did I mention that she is the yellow... Sorry. Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities? Not only in decorating of these fair Lomensian streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks that brighten the skies above them. Lady Ayoyo here is quite the savant in all matters incendiary and explosive, and so it has fallen to her to formulate a plan for the display's crowning glory. Me and the other lads and lasses of the Canyoneers whipped up a load o' Louveries, little drakes, snakes, and devils for the Moonfire Fair, but more o' the same ain't gonna cut it for the rising. 'Cause it's all about remembering those we lost in the calamity, ain't it? Them and theirs deserve something a mite specialer than a bunch of old bangers. An admirable sentiment, I'm sure. It would not do for our ode to such poignant memories to be aught less than memorable. Let us make this year's rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. Took the words right out o' me mouth, dearie. Thing is, having hardly set foot out of Lemensa in all me days, I don't reckon I'm the best placed to know what's going through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. And so you would pick an adventurer's brain, one who has journeyed far and wide across the land we love, and knows it and its people intimately. Yet before we call upon your particular wisdom, mayhap it would behoove us to seek a wider range of options, or opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising nights, and the thoughts run through their minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us learn them. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join ye, dearie? Could do with learning some o' these thoughts myself. Right then, where's best to start asking around? Some place a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. How about we meet in the Atherite Plaza down in the lower decks? While you two are so engaged, allow me to continue our discussions with the organizing committee. I shall await you by the after castle. Okay. All right, so this is the guild I should be a part of. Stab. I'm just curious. Examine. wild tomberry. Oh my god. The wild tomberries. That's scary. Oh, look at your guild. She is a... Oh, she's in goldsmith gear right now. Can I look at... Oh, let me see your adventure plate. Well, that's cool. Flame Captain, Wild Tomberries. Being opposite time zones from friends is a pain. Yes, it is. I completely agree. So she does crafting, botany, mining, fishing, casual, housing. Pretty much what I do. Okay. And let me look at your company profile. Oh my god, look at that. Tomberry House Cat. Oh. Dude, I kind of like that though. That's so cool. Welcome, wanderer, to the Tomberries. May your path be guided by warm kinship. Equipment open. I kind of want to join, but I'm already part of Aloha. Maybe I could do it with another character if I can find it. Alright. Atheryte Plaza. Oh my god, imagine if I joined it with Tiny Bishi. Stay up. Tiny Bishi needs to be part of a guild or free company. You see them lights down Ocker's Alley, dearie? Decorations for the festival they are. Every year when the streets are all decked out for the rising, me art fills with, well, all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regret. But enough about me. We came here to find out how the other folks feel about it. Let's split up, head down the alley, and ask a few likely-looking customers each. We're on a schedule here, so don't go asking every single soul ye see. 4 or 5 should do ye. I'll meet ye down by the ferry docks when you're done. Okay. Oh, that's kind of scary. Welcome, welcome. What may I interest you in this fine morning? Ah, information, is it? Well, if you really must know, the whizzing and banging that fills the air this season always takes me back to the time just before the calamity struck. A great festival was held to celebrate the reformation of the grand companies. People in the streets were hooting and hollering and setting off fire spouts, and all the ships in the bay, now bedecked in maelstrom colors, let loose their cannons. It seems so foolish now, knowing what was soon to befall us, but all that noise served a purpose nonetheless, drowning out the fear that ever whispered in our ears. It is my firm belief that the rising fireworks serve the same purpose even now. They present a vision of loveliness, of togetherness, that we might forget our fears and be given hope for a bright future. Okay. The streets are full of life, the sky is full of fire, and the westerly winds fill in our seafarers' sails as it does our arts. Ah, I couldn't have picked a better time to come home. You're a sailor too, are you? Helping with the fireworks, you say? Good on ye, lad. I have a few memories of back then, if you have an ear to hear 'em. I'm a merchant seaman, you see, always sailing hither and thither across the waves. Was just back from a trip to Rads at Han when the calamity struck. Everyone was looking up to the sky and the lonesome lantern that hung low in it. Like most folk, I don't remember much of what happened in the days before or after it fell, but I'll never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks. You see the same faces looking up, but this time with a smile. Remind ye not only of the bad times, but how we got over them. Okay. I've been doing a lot of talking today. Well, no, I did a mute stream, but the past couple days, I should say. So, please excuse my voice. Can you see them too, my love? You're involved with the fireworks, and you want to know what I think of them. Well, just now, I was wondering if they can be seen from far out in the offing. Do you know? I see. The reason I ask is that my husband is out there now. He meant to be back by rising night, but it seems the tide didn't turn in his favor. He was so looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope he can see them from where he is, that we can share them together, no matter how far apart we might be. My only request to you, that you make the finale as bright and boisterous as you can, that all those who cannot be together this rising might still share in its message. All right there. Anything I can do for you? You're asking for people's thoughts on the rising fireworks? Heh, you adventurers don't have to pick up some odd jobs. Well, I'm like most people, I suppose. I think of those I lost. My parents, most of all. I wonder if they're watching too. Swum up from the bottom of the ethereal sea to see what all the crashing and banging's about. It's complicated, I suppose. I feel sad they're gone, but happy I'm not, and grateful to Baderon for saving me and so many others. If they are watching, I hope they can see me too. See that I'm doing all right for myself, and they might sleep soundly for another 12 months. Okay. I don't know, I just get into these moods sometimes where it's like, I just don't feel like talking, but at the same mode, I want to get all this recording and stuff done before the event ends. So that's what I'm doing. Actually, let me look real quick. Let me see. Okay, so the last two events of this year are going to be All Saints Wake and Starlight Celebration. And they're on the site I'm looking at, it says tentative 2024 event schedule. So All Saints Wake, Starlight Celebration. So to be announced. But yeah, it seems like once I get done with an event in one game, another one pops up. So it's most likely I'm going to be starting to do the events in World of Warcraft. Sorry to keep you waiting, dearie. So what did you find out? So I found out no matter how off the wall some of these answers can be, I I can pick any answer. So when I play around, I didn't do this with this round talking with her, but when I play with Tiny Bishi, Silent Ghost, and Danny, I will pick different answers for the different dialogue options. Same here. Was Ab expecting him to just like looking at the pretty lights, but it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. The memories of the calamity still sit heavy on their hearts, but the rising fireworks go some way to lifting that weight. So any ideas for the grand display? What kind of thing did you reckon help lift those spirits the most? So I'm going to say for this round, because for Izuna and for Kelda, I picked something that gives people hope for the future. This time I'm going to put something that reminds people of the past. You might be right there. It's the same with folk as it is with ships. You need to know where you've come from to know where you're going. A reminder of times past might be just the ticket. The rising ain't just about mourning those we lost, after all. It's about remembering the struggles of those who survived to steer us to a brighter future. That's it. That's what Lim says needs this rising. Ships, cannons, a departure salute, not just for the fallen, but for those setting sail for unknown shores. A vision of the past and of the future. An old bleeding armada filling Galadon Bay, lighting up the very heavens. Who wouldn't want to watch that? That's settled then. The minstrel's gonna love it. You said he'd be up by the after castle, right? I'll see you there. Okay. Let me fix myself in my seat. Oh. Even getting a child seat is too big for me. My chair. So because I move so much, it like squirms me around in the chair. And then sometimes I like slip down in the chair and I have to adjust myself. Our intrepid adventurer returns, and positively bursting with inspiration, I take it. I see, a traditional seafaring salute, not only to the memories of the fallen, but to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. A most fitting proposal, for sure. Oh, someone has an alpaca. That's cute. Thanks to both of you, but our work ain't done yet. There's a lot needs sorting out before we can put this idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little longer, dearie, I'd be forever in your debt. Let me know when you got your loins good and girded. We who are about to set sail salute you. Remember I said this is like a AC/DC reference. A yo-yo asks for your continued assistance in seeing her plan for the rising fireworks realized. This quest is available for a limited time only. Alright, right then. Let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is we're going to line up an old fleet of ships across the bay and have them fire a broadside into the sky. But before we go about finding our fleet, we need to get the plan approved by the organizing committee, and that means convincing Commodore Rayner. I'll take the lead, but I ain't exactly got the soberest tongue, nor much experience nobbing with the higher-ups. If you two see me struggling, put a word in, won't you? Of course, me lady. Your cause is ours. Thank ye, me dears. Together then, to the Coral Tower. Oop. Sorry, I was chewing ice. Last I had the privilege of meeting with the Commodore was around the time of the calamity. I had been arrested for a conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally, it was all a misunderstanding. Naturally. Some other scurrilous soul had been singing songs of sedation. If not for Rayner and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might still be lingering in the brig. He is a shrewd investigator who will brook no evocation. Shall we then? Wanting to make the Rising display special, I can fathom, but the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. A yo-yo, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jackets is the keeping of the peace? Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workings of the harbor, but it is sure to foment agitation among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan? I do, Commander. Every Momentan art, every Eorzean art, still bears the scars of the calamity. All that loss, that hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. But the Rising ain't just about looking to the past. It's about looking to the future, too. And it's our duty to watch over folk. Keep them on the straight and narrow, like. I reckon it's our duty to set them off on another year's journey, too. Well put. I accept that your intentions are pure, but what of the logistics? I trust you have a plan as to who exactly will be providing and paying for this fleet of yours? Yes, Commander. We're going to petition the Maelstrom for the flagship, and the rest from the Black Sails. Oh, of course. One is wont to forget that those buccaneering souls remain bound to serve the Maelstrom in times of necessity. Lady Ayoyo would have us parley with the three great pirates. Three great pirate captains, and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. Aye, that's right. The pirates answered the Admiral's call back when the moon was fallen, fought and died at Cartno, same as the rest of us. When they hear about our plan to salute all those who fell and all those who didn't, I don't doubt they'll answer the call again. I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues to your cause. You shall need it. Very well then, allow me to arrange the parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all my remaining doubts answered. I bid you remember that you go to speak with pirates, lawless marauders all. Pray that you do not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. I shall have the Maelstrom summon the leaders of the 3 factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to double check on something. Cheers for sticking with me, lads. I hope I can count on your support for the next set of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains. Those far-famed scourges of the sea will prove rather less biddable partners than Commodore Raynor did. While, excuse me, Roswin of the Sanguine Sirens may be swayed by emotion, Valin of the Kraken Arms is of a much more mercenary mind. The executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. If there is aught that unites them, it's a zealous spirit. Let us argue with passion that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion you're after, I've got that in bleen bucket loads. And I might need you two to jump in again, case me tongue decides to tie itself in an avage. Just say the first thing that comes into your heads, and I'll pick up after. Okay. Come then, dearies. Let's head over to the anchor yard and get this parlay started. I heard fireworks, so I was looking to see if I could see them. There we are. That's cool. Thanks for coming. The reason we asked you here is... Aye, the Maelstrom summons laid it out for us loud and clear. You want us to help you with the rising fireworks. And the answer is no. When my sirens fire a broadside, It's to send our enemies to the bottom of the briny, not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gawp at. We've better things to be doing with our time. 'Tis a rare occurrence, to be sure, but I find that my opinion aligns with Rose Swin's. Our time is precious, as I'm sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw this discussion to a close. I shall put it bluntly, I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men. So unless there is anything else, I'm going to say why it's the perfect opportunity to forge a deeper bond with Rose Swin. If you should require my men and I to shackle ourselves to the sirens, we should require even greater recompense. Oh my god. The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose would no doubt draw all the lords and ladies of the realm to gather in the city, personages of high renown and deep pockets. Aye, and if they saw you like working hand in hand with the maelstrom, it'd do wonders for your public image. Folks who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with a barge pole be queuing up to do business with ye. I do believe you have a point, poorly phrased though it might be. To win legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Sod your image, and sod anyone who's too lily-livered to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up their backsides. What's in it for the sirens? Her balance in. Don't you want to be together? I'm gonna be sassy. What are you trying to imply? I'd rather cut me arse off with a rusty cutlass than have to spend another minute in that preening pissant's company. Me and my girls are proper pirates. The sanguine sirens aren't all about the pirating life, though, are ye? You run almshouses for the sick and injured, and those with child. Keep themselves busy with odd jobs such as come their way. Them's your hunters and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the grand display of your quarry. I have a hard time so reading all this that it makes me struggle. I apologize. Ooh. I was doing so good, now I'm yawning. I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls selling food and grog and the like, and they'll be making a killing, providing they add all the right permits from the Yellow Jackets. You're a shrewd one, you. Maybe I could lend him an and myself. They do say the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. One of the executioners. There is no dishonor in linking arms with Arrow, Webb, and the Maelstrom, surely. You, Yellow Jacket. I want you to tell me one thing, and tell it true. This is Limsa Laminsa, the greatest port in all the realm. You can find this fleet of yours without our help. Yet you've come here begging for it. Why? Because Because I reckon you're the ones who need the rising the most. The black sails only came together 'cause, oh Cartno. You could have upped anchor and sailed off into the sunset. But no, ye fought like demons on those cursed flats. More made heroes of yourselves and martyrs. The way I see it, it's only right that those that lost the most, when they stood to gain the least, should be the ones to fire the salute to the departed. And a salute to the departing too. The calamity changed the lives of you pirates more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, it's those whose new beginnings already begun. Ha ha ha. So it's all for our own good, is it? I'm heading back to the Astalicia. Send word when you've hammered out the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Aye, aye, Captain. Can't rightly say no to you now, can I? We lost a lot of good people back in Cartno. Let's send them off with a bloody great bang. I will join you on one condition, that in your remembrance of trauma past, you do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. Pray do not force me to restrain you again. I never forced ye to do nothing. You'll keep your hands off me, and if you want to keep 'em, ye randy bastard. Quite the fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ships will not ready themselves. What package? Very weird. I have no idea what it means by shipping history, but all of a sudden my phone's like popping up alerts and all that, so I don't know what's going on. Jareth Bowie. Okay. And breathe. Guys, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could never have gotten M on our side without ye. Right then, time to put the finishing touches to this plan of mine. It's going to be wonderful, I just know it. Oh, and about your reward, I've given it to the minstrel. You can grab it from him. To new beginnings, lad, may the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Okay. You did a great service, my friend, both for Lady Ayoyo and for all those who love the rising, myself included. Excuse me. For that I shall ever be grateful. I expect it shall be still some hours before preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap we could wait together? Yes. While we wait, would you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song of celebration, of encouragement for all those who sail for unknown shores. Pray, lend me your ears. Greetings, warrior of light. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps, or perhaps not. It is a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls, and we have enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. Yet a lengthy history need not mean a foreshadowed or foreshortened future. Many adventures yet await. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes in all the diverse wonders this wide world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever greater. To be certain, it would be a less trying task to sleepwalk ever onward down the same well-furrowed path, yet to adventure down paths untrodden, believing in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them, is by far the more rewarding. This is the gift that we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, heretofore and hereafter. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. One cannot know what fills the hearts and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see very different images in those explosions of light and color. But one thing I know for certain, that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. And though the path that lay ahead of us may lead in very different directions, sometime, someplace, they shall cross again. It is almost time for the display to begin, the consummation not only of our labors, but of the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed, and for those who set sail into unknown waters. Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. From eastern sea to eastern sky, the sacred sun ascends, and voices stir of wind, of waves, of rope, of sails, of friends, who like the golden light of dawn that streams across the sea, set sunlit sail for foreign lands, may fortune follow thee. Her journey done, so sinks the sun Her journey done, so sinks the sun below the western waves, and memories stir of friends of yore asleep in watery graves. Let not our voices raised in song disturb your endless sleep, but join us in our chorus, and you dream among the deep. An excerpt from an ancient mariner's song, a prayer for the safe return of those who sail o'er the far horizon, and for the peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal waves. It concludes with a wish that the voice of those whose spirits are stirred in anticipation of new adventure reach the ears of those whose adventures ended too soon, that they might be united as one, a fitting sentiment for the rising, methinks. And so I offer you my own heartfelt wish, that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of this wide world, that we should meet once more in a 12-month time and look up into the same sky together. Yay! Okay, it says I unlocked the toy chest. Additionally, certain notable personages have been seen to frequent the anchor yard this rising. Do the same and you may be greeted with an unexpected encounter. Right. A soft westerly wind blows across the anchor yard. Enjoy the sea breeze a while? Yes. You hear footsteps approaching. You turn and see the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. It's like a little bonus. If it ain't me old pal Templeton, here to beg the old bird for guidance too, are ye? Sid Hodgeby said you add an and in this year's fireworks. And not a bad job you made of them either. You met her down in Hawker's Alley, aye? I sent her to pick up some stock for the wench, but did you know what she brought me back? Only a bottle of bleeding Brackus. Paid for it out of her own pocket, did she? To thank me again for saving her life. Don't know why she's so hung up about it. The girls paid me back and 100 times over with all their hard work over the years. Felt a bit bad accepting it, but well, a bottle of Brackus is a bottle of Brackus. Reckon it's you we should be thanking anyway, for that marvelous display. All the shops in the arbor, the fire in the sky, it brought back a lot of memories. Some good, some bad, but every one of them worth remembering. And we ain't done making them yet. You'll be off on your next adventure soon enough, I wager. Well, you can't rightly be striding out on an empty stomach now, can ye? Come up to the wench and we'll fill your belly. I like him. He's cool. The head chef of the Bismarck. Well, well, well. I come to feel Limlane's breath on me face, only to find the faithless bosom whispering in the ear of another. Hold on, you're that adventurer a yo-yo told me about, ain't ye? I hear we've got you to thank for the Rising display. A yo-yo's been singing your praises from Fisherman's Bottom to the Coral Tower. What? Surprised I know you're? Limsa's a small place, lad. Hardly a day goes by I don't see a yellow jacket or several in the Bismarck. Whether it's to sup on the finest food and wine this side of the sea, or to clap the irons on those who have tapped the casks a touch too thirstily. Suppose an adventurer like you might not have noticed, always coming and going as ye are, but stick around in the sea for a while, and you'll see the jackets ain't just axes for ire. They're true fans of the common folk. A yo-yo was a retainer before the calamity struck, you know. Her master had a thing for fireworks. Every time they came back from their wanderings, they'd load her down with an hundredweight of spouts and spinners they picked up from God knows where. Day and night you see her down in the market ward, beaming that sunny smile of hers at every passerby, trying her damnedest to flog the stuff. Enjoy the work, I reckon, but then Dalamud fell and she lost her master, literally lost him. The way she tells it, it were as if the calamity burned a hole in her memory, and they fell straight through. Couldn't remember their face nor their name. But she never forgot the fireworks. The amount of gunpowder that went through her hands over the years, she couldn't help learning a bit about making things go bang. An apprenticeship with the Canyoneers later, and she was a yellow jacket. So when I heard they were the ones who'd be put in charge of the Rising display, I knew she'd be the first to volunteer. The Rising, the fireworks, they mean a lot to her, and as a friend, they mean a lot to me, so thank you. And the last one. Best one. Templeton, this is a coincidence. Raynor was just telling me of the role you played in putting the display together. I'm sure, all those who gathered in my city to witness it were as moved as I. A salute to all those who sail for new adventures. It shall surely resound in their hearts and give them strength and courage in the year to come. And a salute to the fallen too, was it not? Many and more lost their lives on the fields of Cartno. The men and women of the Black Sails, chief among them. I thank you for giving those who survived them this chance to put their grief to more productive ends. I thank you for giving the celebrations an unmistakable touch of salt, too. This year's Rising was not merely in Limsa Limensa, but of her. I look forward to seeing how future host cities follow our example. But for now, let us focus on the present. I'm sure I have kept you from your business for far too long already, and I must return to mine. I must offer my prayer to Lim Lan and be on my way. Fare you well. I wish you safe voyages for the year to come. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. All right. And that's it. So I'm going to, oops. You know what would help? If I activate it. Where is she? Brushed Up Cryo. On the occasion of the anniversary of Eorzea's rebirth, the Adventurers Guild commissioned a new Mamet designed in cryos like this, with the hood of her Pictomancer's attire drawn back to reveal her precious earring. She exudes a spirit of adventure and discovery. There she is. Very cute. Alright, this is a good place for me to take a break, and when I come back, I'll continue with the main story quest line. Sorry about that. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, let's continue. Let's see what I want to get into. Oh, this one. Okay. So where do I have to go? Oh, Quarry Mill, that's right. Right. Yes. So as of recording this, I've gotten some new wireless earbuds, and I'm testing them out, but I had to play with some settings and all that to get things to sound correctly so that I could hear the audio in my earbuds, and then y'all could hear the audio when I am playing. Let's see. Alright, give me 1 second. Alright, let's... One of Minifred's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that'd mean going against the elemental's will. I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I cannot forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'll be Charlene, the hamlet's resident Hyur. If you take them out of her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Okay. Can we talk to her? You wish to aid the BalsamicGames? You are possessed by a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the 12 Wood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast or men grown, are judged by a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Alas, the BalsamicGames petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been, since time immortal, and ever shall it be. Ooh. That's mean. He's not going to be happy at all. That's how it's to be, then. The bloody Hyur might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody well. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. Helping Horn. Mifred needs your help to save a wounded comrade. I lead my men to Quarry Mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards you hear want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell, Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I have no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. Okay. Let's get some horns. Okay. Alright. One more. Oh, here's some over here. There we go. Oh my god, he Naruto runs. I didn't realize he Naruto runs. That's the best. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Yep. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralgar. There's at least one man in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Bruskarin, would you? Yes, I do. Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Fireman here. Godspeed. Alright. The horse. yawning. I apologize. It's like, there's a fate here, and I'm like, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Ah, ever a sight for sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, I doubt. Hmm? You've got something to show me. Yep. Oh, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamigan friend once used it to treat my festering wound years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamigan soldier in Quarryville? Heh, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. When you get a sudden coughing fit, I apologize. Oof. It's like I cannot turn off my mic fast enough. Put it down so it's not in the way. It's well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Yes. God bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us great kindness, friend. Oh, let's see. Just get some of that. Okay, I think I found what was going wrong. Hopefully. We'll see. He ain't heavy. Methred needs your help to find a missing comrade. Adventurer! Galleon has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his conditions like to deteriorate where it was before or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman seeing something. Ah, finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. This is why I must leave you all. Do not worry about me. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blast it. Would that I had known what he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galen bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. That's not good. Alright. Out in the wilds? Alone? That fool. That great big sentimental fool. My men, I will scour the wood for Galen. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Okay. Ooh! I got this one. Nice. Oh, shit. Seriously. I didn't mean to get all of them. Oh, fuck. Oh. Oh, I got lucky. Right. Watch out, a goblin. No. Oh, no. Galen! Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. What do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, gosh darn it? The oath to reclaim our homeland? We'll set foot on Alamegan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get up lately. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. Oh my gosh. I can't thank you enough for saving Galen. I will see you back at Quarry Mill. Okay. Galeon's suspected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take to the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Come highly recommended. Mefred wishes to repay your kindness. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything, and it is yours, as long as it is mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo. That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I will provide you with a letter to show Gundobald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Okay. So now I go back to Little Alamigo. Where is it? Do I have enough? Oh yeah. I'm like, do I have enough? Yes, I have plenty. Oof. Okay. Well, I didn't know I didn't get the checkbook keeper. Okay. Why have you returned? You're not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Manfred. It has been so long since I last heard from him. I feared him dead. Well be praised. Whoever you are, Manfred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Manfred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. Nice! Yeah. And my mount speed in the South Shroud has increased. The bear and the young'uns cares. Gundobald is willing to share with you what he knows of the masked stranger. An outsider resembling your masked stranger has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our youngbloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obligated to talk. Okay. Let's... Ooh. A masked man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Sounds like guilty talk to me. Gundobald sent you. Listen, I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this? Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me not to think I'm in for it. He's like, what the heck, dude? What's wrong with you? I went the wrong one. Or did I go the right way? I don't know anymore. What? Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have. But I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. Uh-huh. There's a bunch been skulking right suspicious. Like, but I've done... Ugh. There's a bunch been skulking about right suspicious. I have the hiccups. Holy cow. Oh. Like, but I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it. And that there's trouble. Mark me words. Yep. It's trouble. So you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There is an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, the same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamigo. Naught would do but to dispose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got a revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we did not realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time. Though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they're like to commit great folly. Great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. All right. High potion. Definitely. Well-read wants you. Harem Fing has a secret message for you. Hey, adventurer, you done talking with the old bear? Oh my god. I got a message for you from Wilred. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you won over Gundevald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over the craggy area north of here. Drop fire, son. Okay. So dark out. Yeah, fate failed. I'm gonna avoid these things. Thanks for coming, friend. Till's no ordinary outsider that could gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you? Or someone else? Corio got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get him. Yeah. You're stronger than you look, no kidding. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like, but nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it, we'll reclaim our homeland. Uh-oh. That's not good. Go. Attacked by Wilred and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, the young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. Now let's see. Big trouble in Little Alamigo. Gundabald needs your help to rein in the young ones of Little Alamigo. Nope. Wilred mentioned obtaining the power to bring down the Empire. Of what power could he be speaking? Gundabald, Bertliana, God's preserve, what happened? I was out foraging when the Corpse Brigade came. They took me to their hideout, and the whole while they laughed at me. They said that I suffer because I cling to hope. Is it wrong to dream of home? Is it wrong to call ourselves Alamegans? Do not heed such poisonous notions, child. Our dreams are what sustain us. Be strong, I swear to you. Those villains will answer for their crimes in due time. But tell me, does anyone else know of this? Wilred, he saw me outside. He was so angry. I must tend to Bertliana. In the meantime, I need you to find out what the young ones make of this. I fear that they may do something rash. Okay. Okay, found a map. Oops. A lot of it's happening over here. Hunting knife. I just saw you over here. There you are. What those animals did to Bertliana is unforgivable, and to think they look down on us. Well, I'll suffer this humiliation no more. I'm with Wilred to the bitter end. I'm not afraid of a few lizards. I've got to turn my capture back on. Oops. If this plan succeeds, we'll have the power to lay the Empire low, to change the world for the better. Might be as Gundabald's content to eke out an existence in this musty old cave. But I'll be damned if I'm going to spend the rest of my life here. Now, where in the seven hells did I put that bloody map? Okay. Almighty Ralgar, Lord of Destruction, we implore you. You lend us your strength and put an end to the suffering of your people. Uh-oh. Here to interfere again? Well, you're too late. Our plan is already in motion. Once we have the crystals, our enemies will pay for their crimes, and no one will dare oppress us ever again. Uh-oh. That's not good. No, I don't want to go out. Gone? The whole lot of them? Then it is as I feared. They mean to take matters into their own hands. But what exactly is it they mean to do? What's this? A honey knife? And the map of Zanrak? Wait, you said Wilred spoke of crystals, did you not? But they couldn't possibly mean to. By the gods, this is rank madness. The young fools are untrained and unblooded all. They have no notion of how dangerous the Almojar are. They'll be butchered before they get within 100 yalms of the crystals. They're headed east. If we hurry, we may yet find them before it's too late. Okay. And let's see, I have my... Double tenders. Proceed. Wilred, did no others survive? This is all wrong. Getting the crystals was supposed to be the start. We were going to reclaim our homeland. Pull yourself together, lad. We were going to make an offering of crystals to Ralgard to summon him, just like the masked man taught us. We plotted to sneak into Zanrak and make off with the lizardmen catch, but they caught us, and so many dead. Gods forgive me. Heathens, you shall pay for your crimes with your souls. I regret our young one's transgressions, but a soul is too high a price for youth's folly. For all their failings, they are the hope of the Alamegan people. This hope I will guard with my life. Where is... We got it. Your skill in arms is impressive, adventurer. Our wayward youth could learn much from a man like you. The battle is won, but it would be unwise to linger here. Let's return to Little Alamigo. Wait, we've come all this way. We have to get the crystals. They're right there, ripe for the picking. Have you learned nothing, Wilrid? Do you not see those tempered wretches? Such is the fate of those who are touched by a god. Is that what you desire for yourself and your friends? What? No one said anything about... The masked man told us that we could defeat the Empire if we summoned Ralgar. He swore... Enough. I will hear the rest of this sorry tale back in Little Alamigo. I dare say, Templeton will wish to hear it as well. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, too bright. I love having that mount, but oh my god, it's too bright. My tablet is screaming at me. No more lies, Wilred. Tell us everything. I was outside with the others when he appeared, the masked stranger. He told us about summoning Ralgar, about using crystals, and then just vanished. We never saw him again. I wanted so desperately to believe that we could raise ourselves from this squalor that I never stopped to question his motives. But I should have known. There's no solution. Nothing we can do to change our lot. Our people are doomed to live and die like beasts. Listen to me, Wilred. Our home may be lost to us, but it takes more than stories, more than stones and mortar to define who we are. No matter where we may be, Alamigo lives on within us all. It is for you to decide what to make of this legacy. But whatever you choose to do with your life, never forget that you owe it to this adventurer, an outsider. I won't, I promise. Thank you for saving me, and sorry I tried to kill you. Oh my god. My thanks as well, friend. It gives us hope to know that there are kind souls such as you out there. Little Alamigo may not have much in the way of comfort, but you will always be welcome here. Okay. Okay. Back to square one. Gundabald wants to wish you well on your investigation. Would that we had more information to offer. But what Wilred told you is the extent of our knowledge of the masked stranger. Left unchecked, that man will bring about great pain and suffering. I pray that you'll find and put a swift end to the creature, for the sake of the young ones who died by his poisoned words. Okay. So I go back to Menphilia. Nope. Welcome back. I am reliably informed the investigation took you to Quarry Mill and Little Alamigo. So tell me, were you able to learn aught of La Habrea? Planted the knowledge of summoning in impressionable young minds, you say, precisely the kind of deception the Asians would employ. While many of the ills that all the land can be attributed to the calamity, some are being brought about by a malign will. We must needs delve deeper into this. While things remain quiet, we must needs delve deeper into this while things remain quiet on the primal front. All work and no play makes men filia a dull scion. Oh my god. Did you say something? Nothing, my lady. Uh-huh. Him. Mayhap we ought to rest a while before speaking further of the investigation. Caught her. Y'all try to be sassy and she's like, excuse me? Terror at Fallgord. Menphilia has yet another lead for you to pursue. While you were tending to business in Thanaland, some new information arrived courtesy of our friends the Sylphs. An individual fitting La Habrea's description has been sighted in the North Shroud. This sighting comes in the wake of a series of mysterious deaths in the selfsame area. My instincts tell me that our man is involved. I would have you continue your investigation where you left off. Well willing, we will pick up La Habrea's trail once more. Araxia can furnish you with the details. Pray speak with her and take it from there. As always, be careful out there. Okay. Ooh, that's the other thing. Complete. Or let's see. Here we go. Class and job quest. Oh, that's right. I'm a ninja now. And I forgot where you get the ninja quest. Let me check that real quick. Let's see. Hold on one second. All right. I have to be level 35 to get the next quest. Walking One is to investigate Sinister One, and heed well this one's words. This one is friends with the Walking One in the Ashcrown Consortium. According to Friendly One, a digging one named Medrod had an encounter with a scary masked one. This masked one is most certainly Sinister One. Walking One should go and speak with Digging One Medrod. Digging One is to be found at Fallgord Float in the North Shroud. Okay. Where is it? Of course it's unattuned. Let's go to Ben Branch. Pretty unicorn looking. Okay. Nope. Map of the realm, North Shroud. Right. Okay. Look, Bucky. Okay. Please leave me be. I'm not long for this world. I look death in the face. It's only a matter of time before he comes for me, just like he came for that poor woman. Medrod is clearly traumatized. Perhaps if you were to soothe him, he might remain calm for long enough to hold the conversation. Right. You're right. It's not as bad as it seems. I've seen something terrible. I saw something terrible, that's true. But that hardly means I'm going to suffer the same fate. Thanks to you, I can think straight again. I believe I can even recount what I saw without losing it. It was just another ordinary day. I was headed back to the float when I noticed a suspicious character in the distance. A masked man garbed head to toe in black. He had a hideous fiend in tow, a winged creature that was all eyeball and jagged teeth. Taken by curiosity, I crept as near as I dared. To see the corpse of a woman, one glimpse was enough to tell me that she died a gruesome death. In that instant, I knew right away that the masked man was a minion of Thal, come to claim her soul for his realm. What? You're investigating that same masked man? If that's the case, we'll help you in whatever way we can. Aye, anything to ensure we won't have to suffer Medrod's hysteria ever again. Alright, teamwork. That's what I wanted. Wait. I haven't been that bad, have I? At any rate, I'm all for helping this adventurer. It's the least I can do to repay him for comforting me. Okay. He's like, hold on a minute. Let's see what she has. Ziz is so ridiculous. Aideen has a proposal to make concerning your investigation. So here's what I know about the deaths. All the victims were found with their faces torn to shreds. Among the local fauna, only the scale kin known as Ziz could inflict such wounds. That's why some folks are pointing the finger at them. I somehow doubt that the answer is that simple, but for the sake of thoroughness, we should look into it. Why don't you put down, say, 3 of the creatures and see if you can find any proof connecting them to the deaths? Okay. Alright, I think this is a good place to stop for now. And then I'll do this little quest chain in the next VOD. And then the next VOD will also be the All Saints Wake events. I usually do try and put a trigger warning that if you're afraid of clowns, do not, go ahead and skip the events. Or I try my best to do timestamps for when I finish the event, and you can look again. But I have not done this event yet, so I do not know if the clown family pops up or not. But if they do, then okay. So that's going to be all for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please stay safe, stay happy, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Let's see. Let's wave.